Welcome to the first week of your journey to a balanced life. This week, we'll lay the foundation for your weight loss and overall wellness. Let's get started with some crucial steps. Reflect and set your goals. Begin by reflecting on the real reasons you want to lose weight. Why is this important to you? Write down your motivations as both short-term and long-term goals. For example, aim to lose 100 pounds in 2 years as a long-term goal and cut down on junk food as a short-term goal. Make sure to list at least 5 goals for each category. And remember, your short-term goals should lead directly to your long-term aspirations. Track your current lifestyle. For at least 1 month, meticulously track your food intake and activity levels. Take note of everything you consume and any activity that raises your heart rate, from household chores to running. This isn't about making big changes just yet. It's about establishing a baseline for your diet and lifestyle. Focus on hydration. Start by increasing your hydration. Proper hydration doesn't mean drinking 8 liters of water a day from the get-go. Begin by drinking more water, fruit juices, or eating hydrating foods like fruits. Simultaneously, start cutting down on dehydrating agents like caffeine and alcohol. You don't need to eliminate them entirely yet, but gradually reducing consumption will help. Gentle physical activity. Ease into physical activity with light stretching. Don't jump into strenuous workouts just yet. Start with gentle stretches targeting all muscle groups from head to toe. Light stretching will prepare your body for more intense exercises in the coming weeks. Now, let's talk about the basic light stretches from head to toe. Remember, start slow to what your body can tolerate, even for just a few seconds. But ultimately, your goal should be to hold each stretch for a minute. Even starting with 3 seconds is good enough, but gradually increase reps and duration over time. For example, do 3 sets of 3 seconds each every day in your first week, and increase from 3 seconds to 5 seconds with the same 3 reps or 5 reps of 3 seconds each. This gives your body enough room to adjust without injury. Additionally, hold the stretch in a position that your body will tolerate, and don't overdo it as that will increase your risk of injury. Aim to do full stretches in 6 to 8 weeks before starting any intense workouts. Now, from head to toe, here we go. For neck stretches, you'll do neck tilts and rotations. Tilt your head towards your shoulder and hold for a few seconds. Repeat on the other side. Write down the time you can tolerate on the first try. Slash it in half, and do that time for multiple reps the next day. For neck rotations, rotate your head in a circular motion, clockwise, then counterclockwise. While doing these neck rotations, the ideal way to do neck rotations is to try to touch your upper back, chest, and shoulders with your head when doing them. Again, don't try to reach your upper back on day 1, but work towards that goal in 6 to 8 weeks. Aim for 10 rotations in each direction per rep, and aim for 5 reps in each direction. You may feel dizzy doing this, so make sure you hold on to something or be on a soft surface that won't hurt you if you fall. Once you're done the next, you move down to your shoulders with shoulder rolls and across the chest stretches. Roll your shoulders forward and backward in a circular motion. Arms down and just move your shoulders. Optionally, do shoulder rolls by making circular motion with your entire arm. Roll one arm, then the other, before rolling both at the same time. Remember to do the rolls in both clockwise and counterclockwise directions. Aim to do just 10 rolls each direction every day. That's good enough for serious workouts. For the across-the-chest stretch, bring one arm across your chest. Hold it with the other arm for a couple of seconds. Repeat with the other arm. Aim to hold that stretch for at least 30 seconds by week 8. Now, let's move down the arm and do arm and wrist stretches. To stretch your triceps, raise one arm overhead. Bend it so your hand reaches down your back. Use your other hand to gently press your elbow and hold for a couple of seconds. Repeat with the other arm. Aim to hold each stretch for a minute by week 8. Moving down to your wrist, extend one arm in front, palm up. Use your other hand to pull back on your fingers from the top and then from the bottom, and hold for a few seconds. Repeat with the other hand. Aim to hold this stretch in each hand for a minute by week 8. Now, let's stretch the back. Start with a cat-cow stretch. It's simple. Just get on all fours and alternate between arching your back, cow, and rounding it, cat, for a few seconds each. Aim for only about 10 to 15 minutes on this one, but if you got time, go for the full minute. Then do the child's pose. To do this one, sit back on your heels, stretch your arms forward, and lower your chest towards the ground. Hold for a few seconds, and aim to hold that stretch for about 30 seconds by week 8. Now we do your torso. Start with a side stretch by standing with your feet shoulder-width apart. Raise one arm overhead and lean to the opposite side. Hold for a few seconds. Repeat on the other side. Then do the spinal twist, where you sit on the floor with one leg extended, the other crossed over it. Twist your torso towards the bent knee and hold for a few seconds. Repeat on the other side. Remember, do not overstretch. When you start, only go to your comfort levels before increasing the difficulty. Also, don't try to stretch for the full minute. Do multiple reps from 3 seconds and 5 reps, and move through holding the stretch for 10 seconds and doing 6 reps until you can hold the stretch for a full minute. Now, down to the lower part of your body, let's tackle the hips first. Hip flexor stretch. Stand tall with your feet together and then lunge forward with one leg while keeping the other knee on the ground. Push your hips forward and hold for a few seconds. Start with even 3 seconds and do a few reps of those 3 seconds if you can. Also, don't try to lunge forward too much when you start, like you're trying to do splits. Even a few inches to start is okay. Ultimately, you want to be able to lunge and your knee of the other legs coming as close to the ground as possible. Repeat on the other side. Then comes the butterfly stretch, where you sit with your feet together like you want to clap them, knees bent out to the sides. Hold your feet in that position and gently press your knees towards the ground. Hold for a few seconds. Aim to hold this stretch for 30 seconds, but take your time because you have 8 weeks to achieve this. Coming next are leg stretches, where you start with a hamstring stretch. For this one, stand with one foot on a step or chair, keeping your other leg straight. And now lean forward slightly and hold for a few seconds. Repeat with the other leg. The goal here is to hold this stretch for 30 seconds by week 8. Then comes the quadricep stretch, where you stand on one leg, bend the other knee, and bring your heel of the bent knee towards your buttocks. Hold your ankle with your hand for a few seconds. Repeat with the other leg. Now, this stretch may need you to have some balance, but you can hold on to something for balance without taking anything away from the stretch. Again, if all you can do is your foot slightly above knee level, that's fine. Take your time and gradually bring that foot up to your butt. Don't worry, just hang on, we're almost done. So we do ankle and foot stretches now. First, do a calf stretch by standing facing a wall, place one foot back, and press your heel into the ground while bending the front knee. Hold for a few seconds before you repeat with the other leg. Then you move to ankle rotations, where you sit or stand and lift one foot off the ground. Rotate your ankle in a circular motion, clockwise, then counterclockwise, for a few seconds each. Again, this stretch is not about balance, so it's okay to find something to hold on to avoid falling. Repeat with the other foot. Finally, you will need to do breathing exercises to boost oxygen levels in your blood. For this, sit comfortably, breathe rapidly, hyperventilate about 10 to 20 times. Then take deep breaths, hold for a few seconds, and exhale. Repeat 10 times, alternating with rapid breathing. Gradually increase duration and repetitions. Ideally, you want to be able to hold your breath for at least 30 seconds. Stretches will prepare your body for workouts, while breathing exercises will prepare your body for intense cardio. Doing this for 8 weeks gives you a better starting point to more intense workouts and reduce fatigue and injury. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. This is your first step on your journey to a healthier you. So, to recap, week 1. 1. Set goals by defining your short-term and long-term weight management goals. 2. Track lifestyle by keeping a detailed food and activity diary for a month. 3. Hydrate by increasing water and fruit intake, reducing coffee and alcohol. 4. Light stretching by start gentle stretches from head to toe. 5. Breathing exercises to improve oxygen intake with controlled breathing. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. This journey is about making sustainable changes. See you in week 2, where we'll build on these foundations and introduce more activities. Stay committed, and let's achieve a balanced life together.